people, I'm not like Umar Johnson. I'm not Umar Johnson, but when it comes to black women in the hospital giving birth, I kind of am. I'm kind of am there. This video right here shows the contrast of what happens when we go to the hospital versus when others go to the hospital.
Hey, nurse, what's up? Do you think her baby's coming right away? Or she definitely has a little ways to go, yeah. So you think it's okay if I pop home, have a shower, grab a bite to eat, let the dogs out? Absolutely, yeah. So as long as she's okay with it, yeah, you can totally go. You've got at least a couple of hours on your hands. Oh, that's great. I'll keep my phone on. Perfect. Yeah, we'll call you if anything changes, and I'll just make sure she has her call bell.
Pop home, let the dogs out, take a shower. I think she even said take a nap. Between those three things right there, that's at least 2, 3 hours. Listen, when it comes to black people, I'm not like Umar Johnson. I'm not Umar Johnson, but when it comes to black women in the hospital giving birth, I kind of am. I'm kind of am there. The truth is, the black man cannot leave his black wife in the hospital by herself while she is in labor for that long. It is impossible. You cannot. Because the moment, black man, you step out of that hospital, that is the very moment the entire staff, the entire team is coming for your wife. Just remember, I warned you. Now, let's see the other side of it.
Amazing. She has a little bit of time left. Did you want to step out and just stretch your legs? No, I'm good. I'm coming to the end of my shift. You haven't left this room in almost 12 hours. Like, you must. Nope, I'm doing
Yep.
okay in here. Maybe even just to pop down to the cafeteria, grab a sandwich. Ma'am, I can't leave my wife. Oh.
You see the difference there? We don't really feel safe in there. We don't really feel safe with leaving our woman there by herself, especially with the baby. Depending on recovery, whether it's a C-section, whether it was a birth that went smooth or not, somebody's always got to be there. I have a story for this too, but let me know if y'all want to hear it. But I'm telling you, men, the moment you leave that room, and I'm not saying this to fearmonger, but it's good to know, pack a good bag. Make sure you got everything that you would need to stay for the entire long haul. So normally my wife does not like medication. There were a couple of times we went to the hospital where it was a false start. It wasn't ready for labor yet. She was 35 weeks, and usually when a woman is 37 weeks, they can test for group B strep. And if she does have strep, then they give them antibiotics so that it doesn't affect the baby. Now, when they were proposing this, me and my wife were like, well, if you can't test for it, you don't know if I have it. Wanting to give me antibiotics and put a line, start a line, sorry, is there's no reason for that. I'm not at 37 weeks. I don't want unnecessary antibiotics in me. So we declined that. Now, at first, they was being polite about it. And then as time started to go on, they were really insisting. So much to the point where I had to like minorly raise my voice at them and say, yo, she don't want the line. She does not want to be hooked up to an IV. She wants to be able to move around during this labor. So I became villain number one. And that's completely fine with me. I don't care. So after we talked to the doctor, then we had to switch doctors because the doctor came in saying, oh, if this was my child, I would want to do everything possible to protect my child. So insinuating that we are not protecting our child. Mind you, we already have three, so we know how this goes. The whole time that doctor is insinuating that we are messing up our child from the womb. Her and my wife have a back and forth for about a minute, and I'm like, nah, we can't keep doing this. She's in labor. This is bringing stress to the baby. Doctor, you are the one bringing stress to the baby, not my wife. Not the fact that she don't want to have no antibiotics, because this was the thought process. You put a bunch of antibiotics in her that she probably doesn't need, which means she's probably going to get side effects that she doesn't need, and especially the baby don't need. Then you're going to have to treat those side effects with other medicine, and the side effects of that medicine that you treat in the other stuff, like, it was just going to be too much. And it's like, yo, We don't have to take all these risks. We're telling the doctors we don't have to take all these risks. And in my opinion, when these calculated or uncalculated risks happen, the best solution is C-section, get the baby out because there's so much going on with the woman's body. And yeah, we wasn't doing that. So this is about 12 hours into our stay in the hospital, and my wife is getting hungry, so she wants something to eat. And there's a store across the street I could go get some food from. But we switched doctors, so we felt like, okay, it was safe for me to go out and get her a sandwich or something. When I went outside, there was a group of doctors, there was about seven of them, all in scrubs. They were lounging around, nobody talking when I came out. Everybody got mute and quiet. So they talking about me and my wife. So now I go downstairs and my wife FaceTimes me when I get to the lobby, and she's going back and forth with the doctor because they was trying to put a line in her while she was laying down. She was like, Harry, forget the food, just come back upstairs. And I rushed upstairs. I'm like, yo, like, we walked away for a second and y'all come and try to basically jump her and sneak her medically. Like, what is up with y'all? So yeah, after that, we said, yeah, we're getting out of here. We want our discharge papers. We're leaving because we can't trust y'all. The moment I walk away, the moment my husband walks away, y'all come in here asking me to do it and asking me if I'm being abused, asking me all these types of questions if I'm controlling her. Like they will try to manipulate it in a form of a concerned father, but really he's abusive because they don't want to listen to our medical advice. My daughter is just fine. But yeah, you can't leave a black woman by herself because if you leave her by herself, those doctors, what they was trying to do with her support in the room, and they couldn't do it, when that support leaves, they gonna try to find a way to do it. Like, not every time, but that was crazy.